What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a video I wanted to make sooner, but I couldn't because I wanted to be as open, wanted to be as honest, wanted to be as transparent, wanted to be as fair as I could, and here we are. I don't know how I could get it any closer, guys. The NBA 2K21 Next Gen launch trailer with 112,000 views from November 12th. Important numbers to remember. 4.7 thousand likes. 151 dislikes. None of them manipulated by me. I don't vote on videos. 4.7 thousand likes. The Madden Next Gen gameplay trailer released yesterday. 100,000 views, within 10,000 views. And if you know how YouTube does these public numbers, it very well could be past that. It's not under it for sure. So we're within 10,000 views of this. 2,200 likes to 3,300 dislikes. How does this happen? A game that clearly more people are engaging in. They're going and watching this at a much faster rate, but they're disliking it at a fast rate. And that's what I want to talk about as well. The community's reaction. My buddy, Random Frank P, laughing at the most realistic NFL simulation ever. He's got a massive channel. Go watch his channel. Does a great job on tech. I guess if you're Frank, you like me, right? Frank, well, looks like Ryan Moody is going to stop making his videos anytime soon. 1,000 likes. You know that burns EA. They're going to delete that, I'm sure. The Actual Shadow. Hoping for the best. Expecting the worst. Yes, we all are. The Sports Experience. Again, piling on. Ridiculous to call yourself the most realistic football simulation ever. And Uncle Drew. I didn't see not one new animation. Read the room, EA. Read the room with your own comment section. Let's take a look at that 2K comment section. Do you see any anger? Do you see any frustration? Do you see anybody pointing out what's missing? Okay, one guy says, why isn't the trailer in 4K? One guy says, people who are first don't actually comment. One guy says, we're just here because we couldn't get a next-gen console. One guy says, why is this man singing about Grizzlies? Maybe the only critical one. That was a weak launch trailer. Where was the excitement? That's the worst thing in the top comments of this game. Right? Not one of these is a direct shot at the quality of this product. So that's why when I say 2K and EA, you really can't compare them. I don't want to hear about all of 2K's transgressions because the communities are different, okay? The reaction to these trailers is very different. And this started way back when. When did this start again? Oh yeah, that's right. It started here. The official reveal trailer for Madden 21. When they manipulated video in a trailer to make it look like Lamar Jackson was scoring a touchdown when he wasn't. If you guys want me to be the bad guy, I'm here to be the bad guy. Okay, I'll be the one that tells you the reality of this game. But you also need to be honest with yourselves. There's a reason this video has 19,000 likes. The same reason is why you will see likes on the Madden Next Gen trailer. That's all there is to it. If you can hear my phone, I believe EA is calling me and telling me to stop making these videos. The 51,000 dislikes are what I want to talk about, because some people will say, oh, it's a far disliked trailer. But the reality of it is, what EA has done with such a poor product is they've went out and they've made sure that those 51,000 people, at least a good percentage of them, they're out of our community. Right? If you turn a light switch off, the only way that light's going to come back on is if you turn it on. Okay? In a video game context, this game turned off 51,000 people. Some of them will not come back without a reason. Madden Next Gen is not that reason. That's not what they're looking for. It's not the answer to the problem they have of, I can't play this game, I can't enjoy this game. So keep in mind, take solace in the fact that it's a closer ratio, like to dislike, but understand it's only because the community has been driven further apart. The comment section proves it. Now, for a lot of people, what brought them back was the social media. Fix Madden franchise, NFL drop EA. That helped reignite a little bit of that light they had. But what you can't get away from, and I know to some people, it's a little bit controversial. The views are, in my opinion, because the NFL, as far as popularity in the US, is, number one, still a more popular game. And number two, in its current season, active, fresh in people's mind, right? Pure NBA fans, they're thinking about it, but the NFL is right in front of us. You'll most likely be watching a game later tonight. That helps the impressions. That helps drive the views. But the reality is, people just don't care. They don't care about this game anymore. EA has created that. They've done that on their own. To use a basketball analogy, the NFL gave them a layup. They said, hey, listen, we're the most popular sport in America. We're going to give you the exclusive rights to our product. All you pretty much have to do is make a game. EA continued to make a game. They just continue to make the same game over and over and over and over and over. They would sell us a different game and then sell us the same game. And I know some of you, based on the video from yesterday where I showed you Madden 2002 and Madden 08, don't remember those things. You weren't gamers then, but I promise you, there's going to be a day in your life where you're going to look back, probably when you've worked in an office job for 10 or 15 years, and you're going to say to yourself, how did EA screw this up so bad? How did EA have all the opportunity, all the advantage in the marketplace, and still find a way to massively fail? And then maybe you'll come back to old Uncle Ryan's videos and you'll understand where a lot of my frustration and fellow gamers' frustration came from. It isn't so much that Madden is a bad game. EA can make bad games all day. I don't care. It's the fact that you took the ability for other people to make games with this license out of the marketplace and then left us with your bad game. Some of you have the mindset that we should be appreciative of these games, which to me is just a preposterous way to live. That's like saying, I went out to a restaurant, I got food poisoning, but I enjoyed the meal, so therefore I'm willing to suffer with the illness. Right? What EA has done in another business line would be like if there was only one tire manufacturer, right? There's only one company that can make tires. And you've got 51,000 people here that said, you know what? I'll walk. I'll just walk. It'll be okay. I don't trust these tires at all. I'd rather walk down an interstate than deal with EA tires. That's where we are as a community. That's where we've been as a community. And when you look at the way these games are interacted with by not just YouTube, Twitter, all forms of social media, there is a distinct difference between 2K and EA. And I know both companies have their own faults. Both companies have their microtransactions issues. God knows both companies don't do everything they could do to make the best game possible. But what EA does is go that next step further and continue to make a poor game while telling us it's not the same poor game when we can see it's the same game. And the final point, this is a free game next gen, guys. At the end of the day, you ultimately have people that are angry at a free product, right? Because they know it isn't worth free. It isn't worth giving it away. EA knew the game wasn't worth that earlier when they started giving away all these copies of their game in response to the negativity of Fix Madden franchise and NFL Drop EA. They had to drown that out, and the only way they drowned that out was with free copies. And telling you, oh, it'll be free on next gen. You don't see 2K giving out thousands of copies of their game. They don't need to. It sells itself. It's a quality product to a lot of people. Sure, some people don't like it. but the amount of people that dislike Madden is far greater than the amount of people that dislike 2K and NBA. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. I'm going to go change my phone number so EA can't call in the middle of the video. In the week with more commentary.